Going live, Aisha. I'm finna share it, and then I am going to play my stuff. Alexa, pause. Time and Wine. With your host, Goddess. Welcome to the only tea on time with the best in conversation and a music here to motivate you. And now, let's give a round of applause for your host, Goddess. Hello, everybody. Hello, how are y'all doing? Hi, sis. How you doing? Hello, Angela, sister. How are you? I am glad that everyone is in. Listen, y'all, this is a discussion that hits everyone. Now, I know I have talked about depression before, but I'm going to talk about it again because there's levels with this, okay? Now, I hope everybody got their wine glasses, their tea glasses, whatever y'all prefer to drink. However y'all prefer to do this. I hope y'all ready for this discussion. So, listen. Now, with I'm going to mute you. With depression, it comes in all shapes, forms, and fashion. Yes, it does, everybody. Yes, it does. You can be depressed just because of your life. You can be depressed just because somebody you know. You can be depressed because of a situation you in. You can be depressed because of the relationship you in. You can be depressed because of a car. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of ways that depression will attack you in your life. And a lot of people don't understand that that's possible, but it is. Now, let me tell you something. I have this friend who is very, very depressed, right? Going through some things. Hey, Angie, that's going through some things. And, well, the way that the depression is getting to my friend, and it's not a way that they could control it. It's getting out of control. It's getting really ridiculous. And the thing about it is, I would be the person that they talk to about it. You know, that's the crazy part about it. The other crazy part about it is I try to help my friend through these issues and through these situations. And sometimes, my friend listen. Sometimes my friend don't. So I don't know, but as I see my friend now within this week, hey girl, within this week, um, yeah, it's eating them up. And I feel like this discussion is something that needs to be had because a lot of people don't know how to deal with their depression either. You know, it's people out here that won't even talk about depression, but that's one of the major things that everybody in the world go through. And it needs to be talked about. It needs to be dealt with. And people need to know that there's other people out here that goes through the same things that they may not think these people go through these things, but they do. They definitely go through it. And the problem is, even though everybody go through it and everybody act like there's nobody that's going through it, all you have to do is look it up, research. You never know. Your sister, your brother, your cousin, your friend, anybody else could be going through that. Your mamas, your uncles, anybody can be going through it. But if you don't find out, you will not know. You have to find a way that will help you go through it. Hmm. Well, you do have to find a way to get through it. The thing is, A lot of people don't know where to start to get there. A lot of people don't know where it began to try to get through it or to get over it. So, thank you, Aisha. So, a lot of people just they don't deal. They let the depression eat away at them. Then they get stressed out. Then they get emotional, and then they all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a pattern to some people because some people can't control it. It's that bad to the point where they can't control it. So therefore, they need help. You definitely need to talk to someone if it's a friend or a family member. That's true. If it's a friend or a family member, you definitely do need to talk to somebody, even if it's not. You still need to talk to somebody. Everybody needs somebody to talk to. You don't need the whole world. You don't need 4 or 5 people. Just one. Just one person. That's all you need. Or yeah, or try to talk to. Angie said depression is very hard to deal with. Yeah, depression is very hard to deal with. And the sad part about that is everybody in the world goes through depression. Not just me, not just y'all that's watching or paying attention. Everybody go through it. Everybody. And it's always a way to get through it. But you got to be willing to work on you and your situation in order for you to get through it and let it go. And it is very, very hard. Yep, you always need somebody there to listen. And honestly, let me tell you, sis, it's hard to get somebody to listen. You want me to tell you why? Because people is always in your business for the wrong reasons, not for the right reasons. Don't nobody want to be there for what they need to be there for. They want to be there for all the other things that they shouldn't be there for. And that is not right. That is not right. You know what I'm saying? When you looking for a genuine person, you trying to be 100 and genuine with them, but then they got some other stuff going on in their life and they want to try something different. You don't want to be going through no mess like that. Mm-mm. You are right, Nate. In this world, you cannot trust anybody. No, you can't. Because nowadays these people just they people. They do what they do. They full of it. They full of it. So it is what it is. Let me see. Shanita, you got something to say? Your mic ain't off, so I'm figuring you got something to say. Oh, she turned it off. Cute. Cute.
First of all, people have to be, um, they have to first accept it for themselves before they can get help from somebody else. Because if you don't accept it for yourself and notice that you are depressed and you keep denying it, then you're never going to get any help from somebody that can help you.
Right. Right. I agree. I agree. Well, Aisha is in the comments quoting Plies, talking about Plies said it right. Everybody ain't your friend, which is true. Plies did say that right because you can't trust everybody either. And everybody is not your friend. You are 100% right about that. You got to know who your friends are. You got to mess around with who mess around with you. You know, whoever fuck with you, that's who you fuck with. Not these non-necessary, depressed. Hey, China, welcome in. These people that just do too much. No, no. Now, there's the depression is in the level to the point where let's take it here. Your family can be the biggest depression you have in your life. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back that ain't paying no attention. Your family can be the biggest part of your depression in your life. Reason being, the things that they do, they're going to bring it to you. The things that happen to them, they're going to bring it to you. The things that they have to say, they're going to bring it to you. You know why? Because if they feel like they can talk to you and you that one in that family that they can talk to, they're going to bring it all to you. And some people don't understand that when people bring they little bad energy, negativity, all of that stuff in somebody else's circle, they don't realize how that can rub off on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And that is something that can really rub off on people, period. You don't intend on it rubbing off. You don't think it's going to rub off. but it tends to happen. And the sad thing about that is people still don't understand that it can happen that way. Also, another depression, and all the parents know this one. Your children can depress the mess out of you. Okay? Let me say that one more time. Your kids can depress you to the extent where it is just too much for you. I'm a mother with 6 kids, and I understand that all too well. The things I done been through in my life and with my children, hey, your kids can definitely depress you. They will put you on a spot in your life where they'll start having you thinking that all of the stuff they really talking about, and you know there ain't no truth to it, they'll make you think there's a lot of truth to it. But in all actuality, there's no truth to it. None at all. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, okay, say it one more time for the people in back. Okay, China. She's so my thing is people don't understand. Like, I'm gonna take me for example. I can't talk for nobody else, but I could talk for me. I love my children, okay? But they get on my motherfucking nerves. And I don't care about what nobody talking about, because everybody with kids, they know they doggone kids hit a nerve, okay?
Don't do my kids.
Listen, they get on my motherfucking nerves. But,
Don't do my kids.
hold on. But I'll do anything for them because they're my children. However, the fact that they get on my nerves, they depress the fuck out of me with the things that they go through in their life. Because they allow themselves to go through some things, and I'll be like, whatever. I can't deal. But these are grown children. And this, I'm talking to the parents with the grown kids, because we got some grown kids out here that listen, think that their parents owe them something. We don't owe them a doggone thing. We done raised them
Say it
already,
again.
so do what you gotta do.
Amen. Can we get a finger on this one?
Say
Girl,
it again. Say it one more time.
okay? Because I mean, come on now. Yes, we're your parents. Yes, we're here to
Exactly.
save
I
you.
done gave you
Yes,
what I
we're here
owed you
to
was
help you when
life.
you fall. But don't depress me with your bullshit. Keep it over there. I don't want to hear that. Because you don't
Mm-mm.
understand when your household is turned up and upside down and you got all of these things going on with this bad energy, you bring that stuff over here to my house. Now I got to try to go ahead and sage my house and get this out of here because you done brought all that over here. Get on somewhere with that. That ain't what we doing. So again, people with the grown kids, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all can sit over here and act like y'all don't, but y'all know what I'm talking about. These kids depress the hell out of us. Even though they grown and out of our house and away from us, they
That's
proud
what I
of being away
told.
from us. Honey, just saying.
That's for
Chardonnay, that is
sure.
not what y'all here for. Kids are not here to get on their parents' nerves. However, all y'all think y'all are, that's not what is here. Well, that's not what y'all here for. Y'all are here to learn a lesson just like we are. Y'all are here to do right just like we do. Y'all ain't supposed to be depressing nobody. We the older people. Why we can't depress y'all? Y'all got to bring all that crap over here to us. Calm down. Calm down.
Well, they bring the crap to us, Erica, because we done been through it and know it, but they don't take heed to it and do what we say do when we need them to do it. So
That's the
that's how
problem.
we end up with the depression because they bring the shit because we've been through it. But if they learn to listen and take heed, they wouldn't go through half of the shit they go through now.
I swear they sure
Excuse my
wouldn't.
French.
Yeah, that's when we was younger. But listen, our kids, if y'all anything like us, we tell our kids, I'm talking about the women in my family, we tell our kids about the things that happened to us as we was growing up. So they know about these crazy crap we done been through, the strange things we done been through, the things that made us feel bad, the depressing things. They know it all, okay? So for them kids to grow up, get grown, and still bring all this mess over here to us, that's what I'm going to say. Nothing. Because it don't make no sense.
The problem is for them to get grown after they done heard all you've been through and they get grown and do the same thing that you've been through. That's the problem.
Yes. And I don't understand that problem. You watched your parent go through all of this stuff, knowing that that's not good because you watch, whether it's the man or the woman, because men cry sometimes too. Hey, just saying, whether it's the man or the woman that was the one that being abused or that was always depressed in the relationship. You watching this as a child growing up. You watching this. And you gonna allow this to be something that you put in your life. You need to run the other way. If it's possible, run the other way.
Run, Forrest, run.
Yes, because man, it don't make no doggone sense. Like you see these things, and they say you see things and you're supposed to learn from everything. There's a lesson in everything that you see and you got going on in your life, and it's for you to pay attention to it, dissect it, and learn that lesson. Kids, come on, what's going on?
Also, they need to know when people are in their life for a reason and a season, because some of them take that season friend for a long time when they ain't supposed to be there for a long time. They only coming around for a minute. God give it to them.
Yeah,
So they do that season for a long time, but it's only
yeah.
there for a reason. People there for a
It's
season and a reason.
You're right. A lot of people don't understand what the season is and what the reason is, and that's the crazy part about it. Because if people pay attention, you see people going in and out of your life all time on a regular. That means either they season is over or they going back and coming back. Now, if they come back in your life, their season is not over. They're supposed to be there. But if they don't come back, moving on. You don't wait on nothing to come back because if it come back, it come back. It is what it is. But if it don't, it don't. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. They always say if it was meant to
Welcome
be, it'll
in,
come back to
everyone.
you.
Yeah. But what if they like the toxic stuff
But they know
nowadays? That's why
I only
they
deal
go.
with my friends from the past. My closest friends are it's five of them on one hand from the past. I know my five closest friends in
Thanks for
lifetime.
gifting. Appreciate it.
So
Okay, well, Chardonnay says, but what if they like the toxic stuff and nowadays that's why they go back to their moms and dads, which I don't got time for that. Me, I'm a parent and you keep that toxic mess to yourself. You can keep all that depression, all of that little bad energy you got going on over there, all that negativity. You can go ahead and miss my doorstep. I don't got time for it. The way my life set up, that is not entering in it. You got that going on? Two deuces to you. Holler at me when you let that go. I
but
don't care who you is.
sometimes America, sometimes they need us to intervene in
They don't know me by America on here.
that
Cut it out.
toxicity. That's okay. But sometimes kids need us to step into that part because a lot of times kids don't come to you majority of the time, but when they really come with a wholehearted tear in their eye and ready to talk,
Hmm.
then we have to be willing to, accept them and figure out, help them through whatever depression they're going through or whatever
Hmm.
shit they're going through.
At that
So
point,
yeah,
yeah.
at that point.
Hmm. But our kids come to us with some other stuff that don't even make no sense.
Oh, a bunch of bull crap. But
Yeah,
Chardonnay, you can come to me, girl. 'Cause please,
exactly.
baby.
So in this depression thing, everybody, this depression thing, it goes a long way. Male and female have depression. Everybody go through it. Ain't no one-sided thing when it comes to depression, and depression ain't got no name on it. It's just called depression.
No, don't, because
One
it
name,
actually needed last year.
and it's for everybody. Depression. Woo! Depression is a thing, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Like, it can be really bad. It could hurt you to the point where it makes people mind go to a place where they want to take themselves out. Then they get mental issues going on because they depressed. And a lot of people don't understand that depression is like a main factor to a lot of different issues that people have.
We had
People don't
at work we
understand.
had a girl that went through depression, and she was she couldn't it was she couldn't reach out.
Hmm.
So what happened was she ended up talking to one girl at our job, but she also ended up killing herself on the phone while this girl was talking to her because she was so deep into the depression and the nobody's being there for her or able to listen to her. And she did that last year. Last year. It's crazy. But
Yeah,
remember I went through it last year, Erica.
yeah. I know you did. I know you did.
You know, when I
And
wasn't
it's
working and
crazy.
my back was out, you know I was crazy.
Yeah. And that's what I be talking about.
But
Like people don't understand how depression hits people. You know what I'm saying? And it hits people differently. It don't hit people the same way. It hit people differently, and everybody deal with it differently. Welcome in, hey lovely. And the thing is, that depression can be terrible. Okay, I don't care any kind of it. Like you could be a person that had this job. You think this is the best job in the world for yourself. Okay, now you go and work one day. You on the top of the clouds when you go on work, so you ain't thinking nothing, all right? You go on work one day, and then all of a sudden, you done went in there and got into an altercation with the big boss, because somebody done lied on you about some stuff. Now here you go, you in your mind, you in your feelings. Here comes some depression. It's gonna knock you right on down. See, that's what I'm saying. Like depression is like the center of attention, of everything. You know what I'm saying? If you can find a way not to let somebody stress you out and get into your head or make you get into your head, it's a way for you not to be depressed. If you can look at things in a different way from the way that everybody in the world look at things now, it's a way that you won't be depressed. You know what I'm saying? Stop. If people stay out of their head more, you won't be depressed.
But Erica, you know society is depressing people right now because things are going up,
I
but
know.
your money ain't going up, but your cost of living is going through the roof.
Hmm.
So it's kind of depressing for people because if you don't have, some people don't have a two income household, they depressed because they can't do everything, pay everything, or go where they need to go or do what they need to do.
That's the true fact too. But again, like I said, that's another form of depression that people is going through. People don't think these things, these little small things in the world can cause depression. They be like, oh no, I'm all right. Really? You're not okay. You're not okay. No matter how you feel, no matter what you think, you're not okay. And sometimes it's okay for you to step back and realize that you need to get some help for yourself so that you can be okay. Sometimes you need to realize what you got going on in your life, and what's going on in life, period, is depressing the hell out of you. And some people don't know how to admit it to themselves and be like, damn, I'm depressed like a motherfucker. I don't even know what I'm going to do about that. You know? They don't know if they should go talk to somebody. They don't know if they should go and run a mile, jog. They don't know what they should do, but it should be something that you can do to bring that level of depression down so that you don't feel so bad and messed up, because it hurts people. It kills people. It make people think about things that they shouldn't even be thinking about. It put people in spaces in their life where they should never, I'm going to say that again, where they should never go. Because those people that get really caught up in their mind, they end up dead. Sad to say, but that's a true fact. And that's what end up happening. And that's not something that people want to see happen. I would prefer for a person to get some help or talk to somebody they can really, really trust before they get to the end of the road where there's no turning back. Because you always got one person that you can trust. You may not think that's the person that you can trust, but listen, if that's what you got to take a chance. I know it's hard to take a chance, but you got to take a chance. You really got to take a chance because you want to. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining. Hello, lovely. I see you at work. She is something else. Now, another set of depression is you don't necessarily have to leave your household and get depressed. I just want y'all to know that. I just want y'all to know that. French fries, huh? You could be at home. You can get a phone call. It could fuck your whole day up. And by the end of the day, you're in a slump to a point where you like, I can't believe I allowed that to. Your head hurting. You feel some kind of way. Because you done stuck yourself into something, done listened to something, and done sunk you down into depression, and you didn't even realize it. And that's how stuff happens. It happens just that easy. When you're not thinking that you're going to be depressed or you're depressed about a situation, that be the quickest thing that happens. And you don't realize it. Your head hurt. You can't shake headaches because you don't know what's on your mind. You're thinking too hard. You're trying to do things. You can't do them. You can't focus. Hey, it all ends up to the same thing. It all ends up to the same thing. And the sad part about it is, again, people don't realize that's a part of depression. And it is. It's a thing called social depression as well, where you can go outside with a group of people. Now, you love these people. You don't mind hanging out with these people. Y'all do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all kick it. Turn up. But if you're depressed and you're going out to try to have some fun, oh, everybody's going to be able to tell that there's an elephant in the room. Because it won't be what you say. It's going to be how you move. Not what you say, how you move. They'll be able to tell without you even saying anything to them. And you don't have to. Real friends, they know you. You ain't got to tell them nothing. But I can guarantee you when that day is over with and y'all done partying, them real friends will turn around and say, so what's wrong with you? What's going on with you? Why you all down and out and depressed? What's your problem? Because they will know. You know what I'm saying? So social depression is another thing that a lot of people don't talk about either, because some people get depressed just because there's so many people out there in their room, whatever place they in, they can't control it. Some people have anxiety attacks because they be around all those dang people, and then they be like, oh no. So they feel some kind of way. Like things happen. Depression again leads to millions and millions and millions of different things. Us as people, we have to pay attention to everything. Okay, y'all? We have to pay attention to everything. Yes, China, you're right. Depression is honestly hard to go through. But you know what? Again, I'm going to say this one more time. Every human being in this world go through depression. And they can't say they don't. Yes, you do. Everybody had it. It's just something that happens. And again, I'm going to say this. Depression have one name. Depression. It don't say it's my name. It don't say it's y'all name. It just says it's depression. And that's the name that it gives for everybody. It don't change up. It don't switch up. That's the realest thing you gonna get. Depression. Because it's gonna keep the same name. It's gonna do the same thing. It may do it a little different for each person, but you're still gonna be depressed. You're still gonna be in your feelings. You're still gonna feel some kind of way. Ain't nothing gonna change it till you change it. You know what I'm saying? Life is life, and Angie. Life is life, and for everybody. Like Shanita said, all these prices is going up. Everybody is depressed. The food prices is going up. The gas prices is going up. You think you making a lot of money, but your pockets is getting smaller. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. Like, society is so messed up. I think the doggone president is depressed, y'all. I don't even care what nobody talking about. Him and everybody in the White House is depressed. Because they can't figure this shit out either. So, excuse me, TikTok, but they can't figure it out. They really can't. So, Their depression is a lot deeper than ours. For real. Because they got a lot of important things that they got to take care of. And they're over all of us. So they have millions of important things to take care of. Where we're at home, small people, as they would call us, small people, we don't have much to worry about, according to them. But they got to understand depression is depression. I don't care if it's big or small. You still depressed. You depressed. Ain't no way to change that. Now, however, you can get over it. You could try to find ways to get over it. Work with your body and your mind to figure out how to get rid of it. You know, you can do things to ease your mind so that you don't have to worry about it. And most importantly, you can get rid of people that's bringing that in your life. You can just X them out, block, delete, change numbers, whatever you got to do, switch address, whatever you got to do. It's that easy. Well, for me, but it's that easy. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying either. No, people don't try. People do not try. You are right. Yes, Angie, rent and everything is too high. Everything. Even water bills. I just watched on the news a couple of weeks ago. This lady was saying that she was trying to figure out how to help her dad pay a $2,200 water bill. Water? What the? How do water get that high? What do they be doing for the water bills to get that doggone high?
They don't
And
be
all this
doing
man said
anything. They
was
take
that,
advantage of those old folks. That's what they doing. They take advantage of them old folks because ain't nobody there to help them to balance their business and their money. So they feel like, oh, it's an old person live there. We gonna get them just as well.
yeah. And it's sad because his daughter, the man daughter was saying like they was just now catching up from the old bill. Now they got another bill that this amount. And it's crazy because why don't y'all pay attention to stuff like that? If it's a big old pipe bust or a hole somewhere where water just seep in or whatever the case may be, how is it that y'all can't give these people a discount to live in that area because you know this water finna be flowing up out of here for a while? So, well, as a matter of fact, why don't y'all just stop their bill at that time till y'all fix it? It'll help people in their pockets because everybody is broke. They got this electric out here. A lot of people be having outages for whatever these weather issues be, whatever it may be, or maybe it's just that they stuff just going out. You know what I'm saying? Fix it. Get it together. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Like, I just don't get it. Like, gas bills is high. The gas itself is high. I don't even understand. Like, when did eggs become so high? Like, eggs, y'all. Eggs. And that sends people in depression too because their food is high. Some people can't afford that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they have to pick and choose if they want to go over here and buy some eggs or if they want to get a loaf of bread. And it's sad that a loaf of bread is almost $5. That is so sad, y'all. $5 almost? And some bread it is $5. But I mean, come on. I be depressed about that too. But I'm glad I don't eat a lot of bread, so I don't have to worry about spending that money on that doggone bread. You feel what I'm saying? You can't even go to the store and buy a pillowcase and think it's gonna be cheap. And y'all hear me saying a pillowcase, right? You used to, and I'm gonna go really, really cheap. I'm gonna go to a cheap store where I used to go to and see a lot of different stuff. They had a little like Dollar Tree. Y'all know about it, and I don't care if y'all don't. Don't judge me. I love Dollar Tree, and I will always go in there. Check it out. Dollar Tree had these really nice silk pillowcases, right? They used to be $1. Dollar Tree ain't even Dollar Tree no more. It's $1.25 and up if you ask me, because they got stuff in there $5. Those same silk pillowcases I used to get for $1, they are $3.50. What? Why? And they used to be $1. You go to Walmart and you get, oh my, China said the bread is almost $10 there. Jeez, I would not buy no bread. Would not buy no bread. It's 5 in New York. Wow. I would not be buying the bread, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I would not be buying no bread. For real. Now listen, you can go to Walmart and you can go and buy a pillow. Now they used to have pillows for $2 and $3 in Walmart, y'all. Those is the flimsy pillows. You know. Let's go to the even higher ones. The ones that begins to be good pillows, therapeutic pillows for your body, they usually will start at like about $5, right? Not anymore. Not anymore. You're gonna pay for a cheap, thin, flimsy one. You're gonna pay about $8. Anything else? Oh, you're gonna have to come up out that pocket. And that's the sad part about it because again, inflation is tearing everybody up. So everybody depressed when they're going to pay for their food, when they're going to pay for their house goods, when they're going to get some shoes, when they need them for their kids, when they're going to get pants. Listen, everybody depressed.
And even here at my job, we are I did not realize how expensive
Hmm.
just at my job is. I work at Wendy's and Wendy's is expensive. Expensive for what? Why? For us not to get paid, but y'all want to charge everybody an arm, a leg, a foot, a toenail, and everything else for the food, but we ain't getting paid right. It's crazy. And that's what caused depression.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good point. It is lovely. Anybody else got to say something? Because that's some terrible depression there. That's terrible there. So Angie said, I replied to her already, but Angie said next week is bill time and she already crying. How many of us feel that? You know what I'm saying? Because now we got to put this money together and pay all of these bills that we got, and hoping that they ain't did no wrong things on our bills and made them higher than what they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people do stuff and they be like, oh, I got to do this, but if you don't pay that bill, they're gonna turn it off. So you got to pay it first in order for them to reverse it, or matter of fact, add a credit. You just want to just My auntie just passed $35 for containers of food. So your auntie paid $35 for 4 containers of food. Shit, what was she buying? What did she buy? Prices are very crazy, China. They are, honey. But what did she buy? Cause I guess I get it because think about it. If bread is almost $10, come on. China, she gonna pay some money for some food. So that means she can't even, and chicken, y'all, listen, everybody love chicken. Humans love some good old bird, right? I don't eat it, I don't care for it. I will have me some chicken strips or something like that, but all that regular chicken, y'all can keep that. Now,
It's almost $30 a pack.
I was coming for it. You know I was coming for it because a case of chicken is like $100. That shit is high.
Honey, when I tell you, I went to the grocery store one day and that doggone chicken was $15 a pack and up.
Girl.
Just for chicken.
Well, it's 1995 where you at. I ain't
Just
seen no
for chicken.
1995 chicken nowhere. Not for a case, baby. So listen, anytime the chicken, y'all. Now, first I was talking about the eggs, okay? But now we're talking about chicken. Everybody know that's the cheapest. That's the cheapest piece of meat that you can buy to make a meal. Everybody know that. It ain't no more. It's up there with a steak. It costs about the same amount a steak used to cost, because steaks is so through the roof. That will send people in a deep depression because they want to have steak today, but they got to spend $30 on one small T-bone steak in order to have steak today. Boy, that would depress the hell out of me if I got to spend $30 on a steak every time I want to eat one. I will be mad. You want me to tell you why? Because how you gonna give me this small old steak for $30, but the big ones over there is for like $70 and $80? What's wrong with y'all? That steak don't cost that doggone much. You shouldn't want nobody to be spending that much on that doggone meat. I get inflation and everything, but come on, y'all. It's got to be ways where this stuff can be fixed. For real. $22? Oh my gosh. Oh my freaking gosh. Welcome in, Arthur. Oh my gosh. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Like, no, I just can't do it. That means, okay, so now I know, and I know everybody else know too. You know how people used to be big on wanting to get food stamps and all this. I don't care about Facebook talking shit about none of that, because that don't bother me. I pay cash for food still, because it costs too motherfucking much. So a food stamp ain't gonna give you enough of nothing. You got to literally get $1,000 in order to be able to spend $200 to even make it seem like you did something. That's how terrible it is out here. For one person, for me, when I grocery shop for myself, I have to spend a nice amount of money. I spend like $100 and something, almost $200 when I go to the store to get me stuff. And I don't really eat a lot of meat. I eat more fruits and vegetables than anything. But the stuff, even some greens are high. The vegetables are really high. You can get one avocado for $2 and $3 now. One. Not a bag. One. You can't tell me that ain't gonna get on your nerves too. Every time you go to the store, something high. That's just a deeper depression that people go through when they go into the grocery stores, and when they go into the clothing stores, and when they go into the shoe store, because you digging more and more in your pocket. These prices is going up more and more. And guess what? It's driving you crazy more and more. So you getting deeper and deeper and deeper in that depression. You see what I'm saying? Depression that hits you and you don't even realize it. Mm-hmm. Avocado is the bomb. And it eat away fat. For y'all that don't know, it's healthy. You know I know about the health kick. You know I do. You know I do. Now, what you finna say, lady? A pack of pork chops here is $3.49. Well, you got it good, baby, because you ain't gonna get no pack of pork chops in Texas for $3 and nothing. That motherfucker might be 15. But 3? Good luck, baby. Good luck. I got a me and hubby, not counting if my son and grandkids come over. That part. Listen. You know. That's the thing. When it's just you and your mate, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other. Sometimes, well, matter of fact, a lot of times, you want to just try to start cooking for just y'all, and then people just pop up. They're just coming on over. So now you're like, damn, I should have cooked a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? That drives people crazy too, and send people somewhere where they don't need to be as well. And it ends up to be a depression as well. You know what I'm saying? So the title that I have today, depression, is for a reason. To let everybody know that there's a lot of things that can add up to depression, and you don't even realize it as a person. You don't even know it as a person, because you be like, nah, that ain't this and that ain't. In all actuality, yes it is. Yes it is. It's the small ways and the big ways that depression can come and eat you up alive. Do you hear me? Hey Josie, how you doing, honey? Thanks for joining. So when you go to the hair store, and I'm talking to us ladies, this kind of depression here gets real, y'all, and y'all already know, okay? We buy our wigs, we buy our braiding hair, we buy lashes, the big crazy lashes, you know what I'm saying? You may buy a bag or something they may have there, or a pair of earrings or something. I don't know, anything. But when we go to the hair store as women, even though we go ahead and we spend that money that we want to spend, a lot of times we don't be wanting to spend that money like that. You know why? Because we be like, damn, when the prices go up. So now you spending more and more. Thank you. I appreciate it. You have a good day, Essence. Now the thing is this. I'm gonna stay on this subject. I go in the store. I can buy me a wig, and it's nice. You know what I'm saying? Nice little wig. I can get one that's on sale. Like so, I've been to some places where they have half price on wigs. So I go and get one, and I'm still spending about $60-$70. So it don't even matter. It's really not half price to me. They just find a way to put it half price. They just want you to pay that amount. But I could pay $60-$70 for, as they call, half price wig. But a lot of times when you get home and you get those wigs and you think about like, damn, I thought I had one like this. And then you reach into your little vault and then you see that you had something that's similar to that, but you ain't had to pay the amount that you paid. And you're like, well, doggone. Did they raise the prices? What happened? But you constantly going to the hair store. I'm talking about me too, y'all, because I go to the hair store all the time. You constantly going to the hair store. You buying more wigs. You buying more braiding hair. You getting some earrings because they cute and you see them sitting over there, so you want to go ahead and wear those earrings. They might have one or two little bracelets you want to just slide on up there, just be simple one day. You know what I'm saying? Nice little butterfly clip or something for your hair or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Nice little eyeliner pencil, anything. We still go buy all of this stuff. Eyeliner pencils used to be two for $1. Not no more. They $4.99. Whew. Like to knock me out a little bit. But that is another thing that depresses people, because a lot of people shop because it's supposed to make them feel good. Okay? And that's a habit a lot of people have. Like me, I have a shopping habit, but I don't have a car right now, so I ain't going to shop nowhere. And I ain't finna do that online because people take your identity. But as they shop and they pay attention, they realize they're not happy with shopping anymore because it costs them so doggone much. Like you could used to take about, I'm just gonna throw an amount out there. You used to can take about $500 and go get a whole wardrobe. Where now, yeah, you think you finna get a wardrobe? Let me find out. I'll wait. You gonna probably have 3 pair of pants and 2 shirts and maybe some socks. Not even add no underwear or none of that. The amount of $1 is worth zero nowadays to me, because, well, to people period. I'm not gonna say to me, but to people period, because think about how much we have to spend. You know what I'm saying? Think about all of the money that we spend on these things we get. We as people, we go to Walmart, and this another thing that depresses us as well. A lot of people like Walmart, right? A lot of people love going in there buying things because it's affordable, right? Well, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think Walmart getting a little out of hand, because only thing I see that they have in there that's cheap is their TVs. The TVs that ain't worth nothing, okay? And that's the sad thing. You can get a big old TV for about $400. It's maybe like a 65-inch or something like that. Don't quote me on it because I ain't been back to Walmart this week, so I don't really know the prices. But I know it was something like that. Like you can get a 75-inch for $600 if it's a cheap brand. But see, the thing is the cheap brand worth you spending that little bit of money? So then you get into your feelings and you get into your mind, and there you go. You done slooped on down that slope and got a little bit depressed because you want this TV, but you don't know if you wasting your time with spending this little bit of money, or if you should go somewhere else and get it because it might be a little more cheaper than that. Or, it just it does so much. It gets your mind. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. I haven't been to Walmart in a couple of years. Girl, okay? I feel you. Hey, Spicy. Listen, when we do go to Walmart, though, it depresses us. And I mean, I'm not the only person that understands this. I'm not the only person that sees this happening when it happens. I know that it depresses all of us. Everybody shops. Kids shop, grown-ups shop, grandparents shop, officers shop. I mean, everybody shop. And the fact of the matter is, the prices be so doggone high. You be walking through the store mad at yourself, like, why did I come in this doggone store? Anyway, it's supposed to be the store that you like, and it's supposed to be something you enjoy doing. But you done got depressed over here because you done walked up in here and seen all these prices, and you realize you overspending for this stuff, and you like, what in the world is going on? Y'all won't do that. Really, Spicy? She said she ain't been in Walmart in years. She's stuck on Amazon, Temu, and Shein. I don't know nothing about Shein. I am gonna get that shirt or whatever. I'm gonna do a thing for Shein. I don't know nothing about
I
them.
don't blame her. I don't blame her because it seems like with the online, like the one she go to, it's much cheaper. It'll
Okay.
take a couple of days, but it's much cheaper to order on Amazon and Temu and Shein than it would be to even online shop at Walmart.
Right.
I used to be a big fan of shopping online with Walmart, but honey, I ain't been to inside of Walmart or been even on Walmart in like 2, 3 years. So Amazon, yeah, here I come. I sure am. Yes, ma'am. I am going to shop my little life away on Amazon. Cause yeah, no, I don't even buy my clothes. Girl, boo. The shit sitting up there costing $5 gazillion and shit. Oh, fuck that.
And that's what I'm talking
Somebody,
about. That depresses people just spending too much money.
Look, and then when I go grocery shopping, I don't even go to freaking Walmart. I go to Kroger. Ain't that some bullshit?
Wow. Welcome in,
Hell.
Queen.
Hey,
Amazon,
Strawberry
my
Lemonade,
go-to.
what's up, girl?
Okay, then everybody like Amazon. See, I've shopped Amazon before, but I don't do everything Amazon, and I probably should. Who's telling that black
Girl,
woman
I'm gonna
that
need
that?
you to get your Amazon left life together, girl. Bye.
No,
Amazon
I
will
buy
do you
stuff
some
off Amazon.
justice. I'm
Hey,
telling you.
don't get it twisted. I be on Amazon. Don't do that. I just don't get everything from Amazon because I don't know how good of a quality the stuff is. And listen, I'm already depressed
It
just
is.
using my doggone card online. Hey, so
It trust me. Take it from me. Take it from Lovely, cause I know you like. I know you love you some Lovely. But listen to Lovely, baby. Shop on Amazon. Okay, shop on Amazon, baby.
I
It'll
love.
do you some justice.
I even get the
Listen,
wigs. Yeah, the wigs are good.
listen, listen
okay,
to Lovely. Listen to Lovely and Tweety Bird. We gonna show you in the right directional. Okay.
girl, listen, that ain't gonna
I
do nothing
love
but
you.
stop me from
Hey, I
going to the
love
store.
you.
That's gonna save me a lot of Uber
I
money,
love
y'all,
you.
because I be in the stores spending. I be on getting on. So that'll save me some money.
Girl, you better Instacart and Amazon that shit and quit Ubering.
That's what I be
Shit.
doing. I
You
gotta
better
get around.
I love
girl,
Amazon.
yeah, all right.
Listen,
Boo.
when your man ain't around and you can't get around and he got the vehicle, what can you do? Uber, right? That's what
True.
you do.
Well, it looks like I have to put your man in a fucking headlock, don't I? Shit. Cause at this motherfucking rate, yeah, he is about time for his motherfucking ass to have a fucking headlock right now. I'm sick of his shenanigans and shit. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going, as China would say, I'm going to go on mute.
You should.
Girl, you off the chain. You are off the chain. What in the world?
Listen, the conversation is about depression, honey. And we've been talking about all different kinds of depression and ways to get depressed. And that's what this segment has been about. It's not that we not
Yeah, I'm
sticking to
depressed.
it. We sticking to it. Everything we talk about depresses the person. Because just talking to a person you don't feel like talking to and you get irritated by them, you can get depressed by that. Just talking to them and listen to their voice because you really don't feel like dealing with them. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
I'm so depressed. I'm so depressed that I can't choke his ass out. That's why
mute,
I'm depressed. That's
mute,
my depression. I can't.
ma'am.
What? Ma'am.
Ma'am,
Okay, yes, okay,
not
okay.
too much on my boo.
Okay, but I'm still choke. But I'm,
Don't do that.
okay, 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 okay. I love you. I'ma still choke his ass out.
Lovely, can you go get yourself a strawberry lemonade to calm
Thank
your
you,
nerves?
Tweety. 2 times.
Calm yourself down. And China, don't entertain her. Don't laugh at her. My lord.
Y'all is crazy.
Do I need to throw some hands at you? I'm in VA, but I might have to go. Come on now, honey.
So, Miss Tweety, what you
Yes,
got to say about depression, honey? Because I mean, literally, that's what this whole conversation been about: depression, just different kinds.
girl. I know. I'm going through a situation, and I'm
Hmm.
kind of, it's kind of getting on my nerves because I don't know what. I'm going to the doctor and stuff. I'm supposed to get a procedure done. One
Okay.
minute they tell me something I got to get done, then they're gonna set a date, and then it's like they tell me something else. I'm like, come on now, y'all got to tell me something. If y'all gonna do this or y'all gonna do that. And it's kind of frustrating. It's kind of, I said, I don't know if I gotta leave it to the Lord or I just find a, maybe it might telling me something of just take your time, get yourself right. If you wait for the procedure, to go ahead to go with it and stuff. Go with the flow.
Okay, now let me ask you this. This, and not to be getting in your business because it's not TikTok business and you don't have to say nothing if you don't want to.
Right.
But is this procedure worth you going through?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's a
Now, what I do want to say to you is this: if this procedure is worth you going through, make sure you go to it and through it with a clear mind and a clear head, because anything that's on your mind when you go through a situation, it becomes an issue for you. So just
right.
make sure your mind is clear. Make sure you don't have no negative anything. Like, cleanse yourself. If
Right.
it's an issue that you need to get off your mind, you better get it off of there before you go through whatever you got to go through, because you don't want that to be a problem that you have again. That's another sign of depression, honey. You don't want that.
Right. You right.
Your mind is clear, lovely. When?
No, it's not.
Leave
No,
it in God's hands. You are 100% right, Josie.
you right.
Spicy said, "Where's y'all tea and wine?" Spicy, I don't have any tea and wine. I've been sick, so I'm taking medication, so I haven't been drinking anything. But however, when I get better, I will be. I will have me a glass of wine because I love it. Everybody else, I don't know what their excuse is, but mine is medication.
Uh oh. Look at him. Lovely. I know you got something to say. What you got to say?
Tweety, look in the
Yes.
comments. It's a message for you about your procedure.
Listen, I've been sick too, and I've been sick too, and I will enjoy it.
You got Mary Jane, huh?
Oh Lord.
Okay, Spicy, and I'm gonna wait on you. Show Liz. Lovely talking about she got Mary Jane, girl. I got Mary Jane, brother. It's nothing like Mary Jane. I can't do all of that. I ain't been feeling too good. I had some cranberry juice too.
I love cranberry juice.
Sure did. Anything but wine is what I've had today. And it's so crazy because if I had wine, it probably would, this conversation will probably get even deeper because I tend to like want to make it deeper. Because when people drinking, a lot of people go and get into their mind when they drink. So what I do is when I drink wine, I don't try to get into nobody's mind. I try to make them bring their own situation out of their mind so that they don't be in their head. If y'all understand what I'm saying. Because people get in their head, and again, that's another thing that depress people because they be too far in their head, overthink it. Well, it's not such thing as overthinking, but they think too much and they be all over the place. And they get depressed off of that as well. So, again, everything I've talked about on this whole segment still leads up to depression. You can get depressed with all of these situations. Shopping, dealing with your kids, dealing with your job. Oh, don't get a messed up car. We ain't talked about that one. Now, and we're going to talk about the car. Let me look in the comments first. Somebody see mine look like Taylor Port. Girl, China, go to bed. Go to bed. You ain't got nothing that look like no dog on Taylor Port, and if you do, you better put it down. What's wrong with you? No. Go to bed. She play too much.
Only China.
Yeah, only her with her crazy self.
And just a laughing with the
Ain't she
emoji.
cracking up?
She probably laughing and crying at the same time.
Crazy. I see you got my picture down there, lovely. You know I don't have that no more. That's why I had to make another one. All right, lovely. I got you. You just wait till I get back to Indiana. I'm pulling up on you. Hmm. I know that's right. She said she got a belt for
Hey,
China.
look,
She need a doggone belt, don't she?
don't be threatening me with a good time, okay? Don't threaten me with a good time, ma'am. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness, y'all crazy as ever. Now let's talk about this. You is not scared of a belt. Oh, I thought she said I'm. No, you are not scared of a belt, China. You're funny. You're funny as ever. Now let's talk
I
about this
am.
car depression, y'all. Somebody got something to say before I say something?
I'm I'm scared of a belt.
Girl, cut it out.
You know my daddy ain't never with me. Nor my
Girl,
mama.
let me find out you think you scared of a belt.
Girl, I am.
Mm-mm. You play too much. You ain't scared of no doggone belt. You better not be.
Too late. Too late.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh. So listen, y'all, this car depression. Those of y'all that got cars, y'all understand me. When y'all car break down and you gotta spend your last $700-800 to get it fixed, cause ain't nothing cheap. I ain't gonna say 200-300. I'm saying 700-800, depending on what's wrong with that car. And you got everything but $5, and you can't get that $5 from nowhere. That shit'll make you so mad. It'll make you heated to the point where you would be depressed because you're like, how the hell I got everything but $5? $5? I can't come up with $5.
Right.
And people don't understand. Just your vehicle alone can depress you because if you need brakes, if you need a transmission, if you need a flush, if you need oil change, you need some spark plugs, you need some tires, you need a new windshield, like that shit is depressing because it's high.
Got that right.
Or if you just need a new car, period.
Well, I mean, with all of that wrong, you better
That
get a
shit
new
is
car.
depressing.
Cause man, getting a new car is definitely depressing because you want to make sure you get a car. Okay, and that's for me. That part is for me because you want to make sure that you get something that's gonna be reliable and that ain't gonna mess up on you. And you really don't know what you're walking into, especially if you're in a different spot and ain't never been there before. It can be depressing.
I take it to
Because,
my car lot.
and I ain't gonna lie to you, down here, y'all, I don't know nowhere to go, but I need a car.
I said I'm gonna take you to my car lot.
Well, doggone it, let's go then. Who we going to?
No, I'll take you to my people.
Well, we're gonna go to somebody because I'm gonna need a car soon. I'm tired of being without a car. I am. It don't work. Not for me. So again, y'all, that is a part of depression that I go through because I don't have a car. That depresses you as well. Because it's very depressing not to be able to get up, go do what you need to do on your own. Instead, you got to sit, call for a ride, wait for somebody to pick you up, drop you off, wait for them to pick you back up after you done called them. You probably waiting for hours for them because they got their own stuff to do. I mean, it's just fucking depressing. Excuse my language, but it's depressing. Okay?
Honey, me and you on the same boat. Cause my car, I don't want to talk about that. The motor.
Now
And
that'll depress me just finding out that it's messed up. Because the motor is the worstest thing to want to buy. A motor.
a
Hell
motor.
no, baby. Mm-mm.
And here I am had to throw my rod at somebody take me here, take me there. I ain't used to that.
You right, China. Buses do be late or they cancel. You right about that. All day long. I don't catch no bus. If I can't Uber or walk there, I'm not getting on nobody's bus. I don't do that. You have to get taxi money or you have to get your car, honey. Move yourself around. Because shoot, again, that's a problem that I have right now. Because I have to wait for a ride or call a ride. I don't like doing that. I like to just get up and go do what I need to do and it's over with. So I be depressed about that a lot. I do. But I mean, there's nothing that I can do about that situation. I just gotta wait to find what I'm looking for and I'll be all right. I know that, but I still allow it to depress me, which is a crazy thing. And that's also something that a lot of people go through as well. But they don't admit it to themselves. Me, I can admit it to myself because I already know what my problem is. I already know why I'm feeling this way or what issues got me depressed because I paid attention. So that's why I say if you pay attention to some things that's going on in your life, you can kind of like ease that depression a little bit. It ain't
Vicky.
got to always be so dramatic and so up high to the point where you just can't deal. I'm like, or what? What? Oh, that was something else. Welcome in, Tracy. Thanks for joining. Down here, park and drive is crazy. I watch how people park. I just shake my head. Oh wow. So they must can't drive to save their life down there. That's sad. Maybe they driver's license came out of a cereal box. Yeah, I know. And then, China, that's another thing that can depress people too. Like, people don't realize just going outside can depress you because of the things that people do, how they move, what they say, and what's going on in the area. It can get on your last final nerve, and you wouldn't even realize that it's nicking away from at that depression right then and there, just nicking away at it, just nicking. And eventually, it becomes depression because you don't know how to get it out your mind. You constantly thinking about it. You're like, dang, why I can't shake this? Then you start getting an unknown headache. Again, I talked about this in the beginning, but I'm going to say it again. You get an unknown headache. You can't shake that headache. You're all frustrated. You're trying to do everything in your power to make you right. And all you need to realize is you need to calm down because you know your blood pressure is high, especially if your head is hurting real bad. Your blood pressure is high. So you need to calm down, get your stuff together, release some of that pressure, and try not to sink so far in that depression. You'll be all right. I always tell people it's okay to talk to somebody, okay? It is. Everybody need their person. And I'm going to say this again because I said it in the beginning. Everybody need a person, okay? Not a million people, not 5 people, not 20 people. One. One person that you can count on no matter what. One person that you know no matter what you tell them. The world won't know about it. It's going to stay between you and that person. Every single one of us need a person. And if we ain't got one, we better get one. Because depression is real, y'all. And sometimes, and I've been depressed to the point where I couldn't do
Get you a
anything
heart.
about it.
Get you a heart.
Right. I've been so depressed to the point where it have had me, like literally, while I'm sitting just thinking, tears falling. It's just falling. Like I'm in my feelings about so much. It's so much going on in my mind. Like my head hurting. Like I be all over the place. You feel what I'm saying? All over the place. But for a person like me that gets like that when I get depressed, I have to find a spot in a space for myself so that I can calm me down, so that I can pull all my blood pressure and these thoughts out of my head. And for me, I don't know what everybody else go through, but for me, that's what I do when it comes to depression. Hey, beauty,
You
welcome
gotta,
in. Thanks for
you
joining.
work out.
I see. Okay, so you know what? I used to be able to work out and get it the way that it needs to be done. My problem with that, and and this is the honest to God truth. This is why I be depressed every day because I cannot work out the way that I used to. I used to work out 6 days a week, 6 days a week, every day. Sunday is the only day that I had off. I had that accident. I was in that accident. I am just now able to do 3 days a week. Just now, and the accident happened in November. It's been terrible for me to try to get myself back together because I have full body injuries from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. So I will never be able to do a lot of stuff 100% anymore. But it's a thing that causes me to be depressed because I understand what's wrong with me. I understand what happened to me, but I'm mad as hell because all of these things is wrong with me. Yes, I'm depressed about that, but I can't do nothing about it, so I have to keep it at a level and let it stay on back there and play on his own time back there. Because if I allow that depression to come out, y'all will never see me. And that's just keeping it 100. So yes, I'm depressed about me not being able to keep myself together because, like she said, working out was my thing. That was my go-to. I'm barely able to do that now. Now that I can do it 3 days, I'm cool with 3 days. Because at first, I couldn't even get out the bed. Till I was irritated by that. When I did start getting out the bed, I was walking bent over. So I had to straighten me back out. So I went through a process over here by myself. I did. Had no help, but I went through a process. And I realized that I was depressed through this whole motherfucking process. Excuse me, TikTok for cussing again. Because I was so hurt and didn't realize that I was going through the things that I was going through. And the pain and everything was the way that it was. I didn't understand that. When I really, really found out all of the things that was wrong with me, I was like, wow. That's all I could say. I'm depressed for a reason. And that's what I was saying. I'm depressed for a reason. You better be depressed with all of this going on with your body, with your life. If you ain't, something wrong. Because it's a lot, it's too much. When you go through an accident and you try to, as bad as mine was, let me say that. When you go through an accident that was as bad as mine was, and you try to get yourself back to at least 50% better than what you was before, it's hard. It's a lot of days you sit back and you be depressed, you be mad at yourself, you be wondering why the heck this happened and how did this happen, and you wonder so much, you go through so much, and then you be like, well, it was your choices, you did it. You got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I am not saying that I was driving somewhere and I just told somebody to come hit me. Because first off, I didn't even know the man that hit me. And secondly, that was my first time ever being in the city that I was in. So I really wasn't trying to mess around like that. So, it kind of made me feel a certain kind of way about going to cities that I know nothing about. But I can't blame that on anyone but that man because he was intoxicated and he didn't care. So, I know China, everybody was calling me worrying about everything. It's okay though. I'm glad I'm better. I'm glad It wasn't to the point where I died because the way the accident was, I could have. We both could have, my daughter too. But I thank God for living. Like I got a new leap in life and I'm gonna do what I have to do. But it doesn't stop me from being depressed when I be depressed and I think about things. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be depressed when I think about that because I went from being able to do things with no problem every day to barely can do a lot of things now. And it's not because, and people would think that it's because you fat and you all. I don't care what nobody say because I ain't fat. I'm thick as hell, but I ain't fat. So it's just that accident. It taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? It hurt me in so many different places to the point where a lot of my body parts will not be the same no more. A lot of things that I do will not be the same. And hell yeah, I'm mad about that every day. But I'm still living. I'm still moving. Hey, I should not be complaining. So I don't complain. I just take every day for what it is. And I'm just explaining to y'all my depression.
So just
So
cheese
y'all
on
know.
top.
You said what happened?
Girl,
Turn my phone off.
that's how I was when I had breast cancer. I was like, shit, who gave me this? Why I got to get this? But I had to take it head on and keep on moving.
Yeah.
Life be life, and like they say.
Yeah, life is always life and for real. And it shouldn't be, but it is. You are right, China. Thank you, Josie. I'm gonna kick your butt, lovely. Keep Medea out your head. Keep her out your head, girl. Yes, it's Medea, China. I know how she talking. It's Medea. Yes. But anyways, everyone, I kind of felt like this topic again needed to be discussed because nobody discusses what goes on with them when they depressed and they have these feelings, because you can be emotional and end up depressed and wouldn't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? You could just think that whatever issue you had 2 days ago ain't really an issue for you, and if you're thinking about it long enough, it's gonna send you into a secrecy of depression, and that's the worstest kind of depressions you can go into, because anytime you depressed and you don't realize that you depressed, that is the worst. That means you ain't got no control of those emotions that you finna have, not knowing that them crying tears you got going on and all the messed up emotions you got going on, all of that is because you're depressed about whatever situation that you had. You see what I'm saying? So again, depression leads. It's like the middle, the center of attention for millions of things in our lives. And us as people, we have to realize that. We have to understand that. We have to know that. And we have to educate ourselves about that. If you don't want to ever get a person, you don't have to get a person. Just know how to control and to deal with your depression. Now, I'm going to tell you, it is not easy to be depressed and be by your dang on self. Huh, good luck. I'll wait to find out who can do that, because I can't even do that. However, it is the safest thing to have one person. I don't care if it's not a person and it's a book that you can write in. You got to have something or someone, one of something. You got to get it out your mind, because if you leave things like that in your mind, no matter what it is, it could be a broken marriage, or it could be your best friend passed away, or it could be you ain't got the money for this car over here. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? It will depress you. Really, it will depress you to the point where I'm telling you, life wouldn't even be able to help you. And like I say, again, I'm going to say this one more time. A lot of people that go down that depression stage, in that depression road, some of them get stuck. Literally, they get stuck. They can't get themselves out of there and they end up dead. And that's not a good thing at all. People like that, definitely need a person. They definitely need a person because that person could have helped them save their life. That person could have talked them out of that depression, at least down a little bit. They could have said, well, come on, let's go do this. And maybe we could be all right and it'll help you feel a little better. Anything. It could have been anything. But when people get so far deep into their thoughts, into their mind, into their soul, and they depressed like that, you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. And then it be too late and you don't even realize it's too late, but it be too late. And you like, dang, I tried. I thought I was doing something right. And then you become depressed because you thought you can help somebody else and you couldn't even help them. That also is another form of depression, everybody. Yes, it is. You right. When it's up, it is stuck. Now, I could play some music for these next couple of minutes if y'all want to hear some music, but I really wanted to talk about this conversation. I'm finna get off here in a couple of minutes anyway, but you know, if somebody want to go live and we can play music, we can. But 7 o'clock is my cutoff time. It usually be 7:30, but today is 7 o'clock, not 7:30. Hey, Max Sauce, welcome in.
Boo! Boo!
You said boo because I'm going off.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all want to stay on here longer, we can stay on here longer. I could turn some music on. We could just chill, listen to some music, and still have a conversation. It does not bother me at all.
Girl, if you don't get off of me.
I'm just saying. It doesn't bother me at all. However, I do usually get off of here about 7:30. Today it's not going to be 7:30 at all unless y'all want to just sit and chill a little bit more. We can. That's fine. Don't matter to me. I just wanted to discuss depression. Oh, look at the doggy. She's so bad. That dog is bad, y'all. No, I'm just playing. That's fine, Angie. We might not be on here, but that's fine. What she got on, a tutu?
Yes, a tutu and a hair
Well,
bun.
I'm gonna need you in that tutu.
Hey, don't do my
Something
baby.
like that. She put a tutu on the dog, y'all.
I like your phone
A
case.
tutu.
App.
Mm-mm. Well, y'all, I enjoyed this conversation today. Oh shucks, my thing is gonna fall. I mean die. I enjoyed this conversation today. Um, dang, I'm probably not gonna even be able to do it. I may do another live. Um, I don't know if I want to do it tomorrow or Friday. I tend to pop up and do lives. Well, I'm glad it was helpful for you, Angie. What I do is I try to talk about things that I know a lot about.
Why you ain't
If
eating?
I don't know about it, I will
You
research
named
it.
here?
I will get
Leave
the
that table
information that
alone.
I need.
Now.
However, if it's something that I'm going through, I'm not researching
I'm
nothing. I'm
about to
going to tell
pop
you
you.
from my perspective and from what I go through and what's happened to me. Now, it's up to you to take it however you want to take it, but I will only tell you from my perspective. No, I don't have a PhD. No, I'm not a doctor. Would I would have liked to be? Yes, I would. But my life turned for the difference. I went nursing versus anything else, so it's a difference. But I appreciate you coming in. Thanks, Aisha. I appreciate everybody coming in. I did have a lot of fun. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. My tablet messed up. Anybody got anything to say before we get off of here? I was gonna play my little sound, but my little board thing is done went off, so I don't know what's going on. It's doing too much, so I can't even turn it back on. That's crazy. I ain't
Call
know
me.
God.
I enjoy it though.
Call me.
We are always here
ASAP.
to support you first. Thank you very much, China. I really appreciate that. Like I do go through a lot of depression, and people probably don't think that depression is something that people go through, but it is something that I go through because the things that I've been through in my life. Nothing has been easy for me in my life. And I don't care if somebody else says it's been easy for them in their life because I know that's a lie. Everybody have been through things where it haven't been easy. So I know depression all too well. So I really appreciate you, China, and everybody else as well. I really, really do. Because depression, it does hit for a lot of people. And like we all have said, a lot of people won't talk about it, but it's something that is going on deep inside. Well, thank you, baby. I really appreciate that. I really, really do. I wish I can get my sound back on, y'all. Y'all can't even hear my
Lovely,
little tea
why you
time and
looking
wine
like that?
stuff.
Like you lost.
Huh?
Lovely, look like she lost. What's wrong? You confused?
What's wrong, honey? I love you too, Angie. Always, and you're my sister too. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the love and everything. I appreciate y'all engaging into the conversation. For me, it's never about gifts, so I don't really worry about
I'll
that. I
tell
just
you
give them
later.
out anyway. Huh? What you say? I you mean
I said, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later.
okay. Anyways, y'all, I will be back here next week Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. You know, that's my normal time. I'm not sure if it's gonna be Thursday or Friday this week that I'm gonna go live again, but I am gonna go live again. I'm just gonna do a simple topic. It's not it that I will be drinking. I ain't gonna say I'm not. I'm gonna make sure that day I don't have no alcohol. Uh no pills so that I can go ahead and drink me some alcohol and get a little tipsy, spicy. Since she was asking where my wine at. Yes, Taylor pour for me. You already know. You know that's my thing. You know that's what I do. So listen, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Glad y'all all came to support me. We can't play the sound now because my device is dead. But y'all have an amazing day and be
Nobody
blessed.
loves me
Peace out,
like
everybody.
you do. Yeah. Call me Erica.
Okay.
Body to bodies.